Good morning, brothers and sisters. I hope that you're all well and that you've had, a lovely rest of your evening or start to your day. So it's super early here in the UK this morning and it's super rainy and cold, so it's not the best. But hey, any day is a good day. So I just wanted to tell you guys about my very first rapture dream that I believe I had in November of last year. So I can't 100% remember the date because I didn't write it down, but I did write the dream down. So basically I'd been hearing, from many, the rapture is coming, and I sort of said to the Lord, and I said, Lord, if you are coming, give me a dream. That would be so amazing, because I want to know myself if it is true. And there's no greater confirmation than being told yourself, definitely by the Lord for sure. So when I went to sleep after asking, I think it was either that night or the next night, I had a dream. So initially at the time, after I had the dream, and I thought, oh no, that must have been because I was thinking about it, or I just sort of started to question. And it was only until weeks later that I then realized that it was a rapture dream from the Lord, when I'd seen that other people had had similar dreams. So I will start by telling you my dreams. So basically I was in my old workplace and I knew it was a rapture in the dream. I knew it was a rapture. I told the girls in work, I said, oh my goodness, I was like, it's the rapture. I ran outside, out of the precinct, and outside in the road where I work, there was this massive boat. It wasn't like Noah's Ark, but it was like wooden, and it was sort of really, really long. And it looked sort of like a fishing boat type thing, but on a larger scale, very open. So basically in the dream, I got in this boat and there was a woman with a megaphone, and she was saying, the rapture is coming. We don't have much time. Jesus is coming, type thing. And, I was in the boat, and then more and more people started to get into the boat. And then suddenly it was super full. And then I look over and I see David Cameron. I think, oh my goodness. I hardly ever think of David Cameron. And for anyone that, doesn't live in the UK, he used to be our Prime Minister a couple of Prime Ministers ago. So basically, I went over to him in the dream and I asked him, I said, oh, I didn't realize, you were a Christian and you believed. And he goes, yeah. I believe. And I was like, oh, wow. See, that's like lovely. And then I had I think the woman was standing up and she was like on the megaphone. And she was like, it's time for the rapture now. So basically we all sort of went through this sort of hole. I don't remember that part. And we go in and she was there, and 2 by 2 people were sort of getting in this rocket. Okay. And the rocket was sort of, I presume, going up, and it was sort of a metaphor, definitely for the rapture. So of course I thought to myself, so the dream's finished, and I thought to myself, the weeks later, I thought, if the dream is real, if this is really from the Lord, David Cameron will be a Christian. So I searched up online, and oh my goodness, he's an evangelical Christian, and I never would have known that. So I definitely know that Lord puts things in our dreams to sort of confirm things, and he's just so amazing, and he's so faithful to all of us. But definitely this to me was massive encouragement. So the sort of the symbolism of the rocket was that there was a rocket going up, the SpaceX Dragon, okay, CRS-9 Dragon. I mean, what is there in the Bible? Dragon, that's what it says. You know, the stars will fall from the sky. Symbolism there, 100,000,000%. So another amazing, and this is crazy, this is how amazing the Lord is. So I think sorry, I'm just like going blank now. The rocket, it was called the CRS-9 SpaceX Dragon. Okay, so it also had, I think it was a Falcon aircraft. So how amazing is this? So basically my mum says to me, and I sort of told her about the dream, and then I can't remember, I think it was a few days after we were speaking about it, and then she opens the door, okay, of the house, and she said there was a falcon there. Okay, how crazy. You know, we don't see falcons where I live. I tell you, they are not there normally. So basically this falcon was there, then it sort of flew away, and she said later on that she saw the falcon in the garden. So she then saw a post on Facebook, and it said that someone was searching for a falcon, right? So of course the falcon sort of went and it came back, and my mum sort of let the person know, and they managed to sort of come, and I think the falcon, you know, flew home, because it was sort of I believe it was not like sort of looked after a part of I think that's what he did. He looked after falcons. Sorry, I'm not great at explaining things, so you'll definitely have to bear with me. But what is the symbolism? You know, it's not every day that you see a falcon. So the Lord was again so steering me back to say, you know, the falcon, and I don't have my Bible with me because I completely forgot it, and I'm, you know, just here before work. So, but I'd sort of searched up on Bible Hub, and it said about falcons. So it does mention about falcons sort of being like a predator type thing. So I honestly think that they were taking something up in that rocket. I am 100,000,000% sure. I know that they were taking up the mighty mice or something like that, and they'd sort of genetically modified them. I am nearly 100% sure that there was something else, you know, going up with them, something not right. 100%. And I'd searched the letter 9 up, and it said judgment as well. So I definitely think that that's symbolic. So this is another crazy thing. So I went on the website for the SpaceX, and I saw a post, and I think it was one of the expeditions or something. I will have to find all this stuff, and as I said, you'll have to bear with me. But it said Amos. Okay, how crazy is this? 6 months ago, I was up late. I was in my room, and the light went out, like all the power went, and it was a lot later than what I would have normally been up. So I was like, okay, I'm grabbing my Bible, you know, as you do. So I got my Bible out, and I had the torch as well, and I opened it up, and I said, you know what, Lord? I said, if you want to speak to me right now, you know, show me what you want to show me. So I opened it up, and it brought me to Amos, and it was literally talking about you know, judgment on Israel, and oh my goodness, and the bowl of the ripe fruit. It was crazy. But I saw that 6 months ago. So before I even knew about anything like this, before I'd even thought about it, I saw Amos 6 months ago. And I'm not joking, I keep seeing it everywhere now. Amos, there's even what are they called? Estate agent, sorry. There's even an estate agent that's got that is called Amos, and I'm seeing it everywhere. So I just sort of wanted to tell you guys a couple of things, and that really blessed me. And I think that's really when I realized, you know, how short time is. Time is of the essence, guys. I mean, how amazing, because our Lord Jesus Christ is coming for us soon, and you know, I know that he has brought me close for a reason. I just 100% know it, and I've just had such a change of mind. So I have always, you know, well, I've been a Christian for a long time, but as I've said in other videos, I was not close before. But my goodness, the Lord is just speaking to me in crazy ways. So I just really wanted to come on here and tell you guys, as I said, bear with me, because this is, you know, not what I normally do, put it this way, but I'm only coming on here because, you know, the Lord has really put it in my heart, and I know that he gives us things, you know, as encouragement. So I hope and pray that you know Jesus Christ, and you have an amazing relationship with him too. I really hope and pray it so. And stay strong, guys, and have a wonderful rest of your day.